In the dim twilight between reality and the unknown, there exists a group of individuals that claim to bridge the gap between the living and the departed. Today we enter the mystifying world of psychic mediums. From ancient shamans to modern day clairvoyants, psychic mediums have always been shrouded in mystery. Are they truly gifted with the power to connect to the afterlife? Or is there a darker truth behind their abilities? God damn it! Prepare yourself for a journey into the unseen. Okay, this stuff can come off, so let me tell you a little bit about the history. Mediumship and psychic abilities have a long and varied history. I'm going to do this labyrinth thing like David Bowie in a minute. Evolving across cultures, eras. In ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Greece and Rome, oracles and seers were considered important figures. The Oracle of Delphi in Greece was a prominent figure believed to communicate with the gods and provide guidance. During the Middle Ages, mystics and visionaries often claimed to have spiritual insights or communication with divine beings. However, skepticism was high and such claims could lead to accusations of witchcraft. It was the chair! It was the chair! But the 19th century saw a resurgence of interest in spiritualism and mediumship. The Fox sisters in the United States popularized the modern spiritualist movement by claiming to communicate with spirits through knocking and tapping sounds. Let's talk about the Fox sisters. The journey begins in 1848 in New York City. It was here that the Fox sisters, Kate and Margaret, aged 11 and 14, convinced their older sister Leah that they could communicate with spirits. Claiming to hear mysterious knocking sounds, they created a code. 1 knock for yes, 2 for no. They were conversing with the spirit of a murdered peddler, supposedly buried in their cellar. Like just a peddler of wares, just a salesman or what?
Just a salesman.
What was it buried in their cellar?
Peddled his last wear. Now you might think surely people saw through this prank. Oh, how wrong you be. This little knock-knock joke kick-started the spiritualism movement spreading across America and Europe faster than you can say bullshit. The sisters became celebrities conducting seances for the rich and famous. Even Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes, fell for it. That's a plot twist, isn't it? Yeah, solve this mystery. These girls are communicating with the dead with knocking sounds.
Fact.
Must be real. Must be real. But here's the kicker. In 1888, Margaret Fox confessed it was all a hoax. The knocking sounds, just the sisters cracking their toe joints. That's right, a whole religious movement founded on two sisters' ability to crack their toes.
How loud was they being able to crack their toes though? Because I can do that, but I can't do it that loud.
If you want to see the goose crack her toes, sign up with the link in the
Only phalange.
Hey.
Phalanges.
Only
You
phalange.
said flange? Only phalanges. Have you ever had it where like you just stretch and one elbow goes gunk? That's quite loud. That's a good click.
It's normally louder.
So if you want to see Swaz crack his knees, sign up in the link below. Only cruciates.
Oh, that's going
Margaret later recanted her confession, but by then the damage was done. However, some spiritualists did choose to believe that she was actually convinced to confess by demons. Now I want to talk about Harry Houdini, magician, skeptic. Harry Houdini in the 1920s made it his mission to expose fraudulent mediums. He was like a supernatural detective, but with better abs and a penchant for being chained down underwater. Same, Harry. Same. Houdini had a standing offer of $10,000 to anyone who could demonstrate supernatural abilities that he couldn't explain or reproduce. One of Houdini's most famous debunking cases involved Marjorie the Medium. That's just the worst name.
I think that's the best name.
The best.
Straight to the point.
I kind of want to see a picture of Marjorie the Medium.
Mystic
Want to
Mary.
bring one up? Luke, you want to bring up a picture of Marjorie the Medium? What else was she going to do?
Well, yeah. Mean a medium.
Jesus Christ.
That reaction. That's a handsome woman. She got some crystal ball holding hands. Marjorie claimed she could levitate tables, produce spirit fingerprints, and even materialise a spirit hand. What? Houdini wasn't impressed. He pointed out that the spirit hand looked suspiciously like a carved piece of animal liver. Apparently, spirits in the afterlife have a thing for awful puppetry.
That was an awful joke.
That god awful. In one seance, Houdini caught Marjorie ringing a bell with her foot when she thought no one was looking. Houdini's skepticism was so strong that he made a pact with his wife Bess. Whoever died first would try to contact the other from beyond the grave with the secret code. Houdini died first and Bess held seances every Halloween for 10 years trying to contact him. She never got that message. What do you think the code would be? What do you reckon Houdini's code was? Just rattling chains or toe cracking? What would you leave behind as your message if you were gonna?
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Luke, have you got a message that you'd like to leave behind?
I don't want to be left alone, if I'm honest.
It just makes an engaged sound. Yeah. Yeah. If you die and I held a seance, what message would you give to me?
It would be the early ADSL dial-up modem sound. Get off the phone! I need to use the internet.
Let me know in the comments what you'd like to leave to let your loved ones know that you would just leave it in the comments. So now we're going to talk about Uri Geller's spoon-bending shenanigans. Fast forward to the 1970s. Uri Geller, the man who made it cool to play with your cutlery. Geller claimed he could bend spoons with his mind, stop watches, and even erase computer tapes. Geller became a sensation, appearing on TV shows worldwide. But his spoon-bending career nearly came to a screeching halt when he appeared on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson in 1973. Carson, an amateur magician himself, had consulted with James Randi, a professional magician and skeptic. On Randi's advice, the show provided their own props and did not let Geller or his team anywhere near them before the show.
Damn.
Damn, son.
What? For 22 agonising minutes, Geller could not bend a spoon, stop a watch, save his career. So Uri Geller claimed he wasn't feeling strong that day. Apparently psychic powers are like muscles. They get sore if you use them too much. His hands were sore after rubbing that
Except on
spoon.
concert days.
Yeah, except
Charged.
when you paid $30 a ticket. Despite the setback, Geller's career somehow survived. He went on to sue skeptics who called him a fraud, use his powers to find oil, and even claim he was hired by the CIA. Like, what for?
To find oil.
Find spoons.
Fine spoons.
Someone's like, in the Kremlin. They're trying to eat the soup. No! So touching back on the last three persons we discussed, Fox sisters, what's the verdict?
Do you know what? Fair play to them.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Good grift.
Good grift.
Good grift.
Solid grift,
The
girls.
whole
GG's.
spiritual movement.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah, I feel like that's the top one, the first real viral thing to happen. Well,
Yeah.
apart from
Of the
Jesus.
newfound world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toe cracking.
Toe cracking. Originally though, they didn't toe crack. They used to have apples on a string and knock. Fun fact. What we're saying about Houdini?
Modern day Van Helsing.
Van Helsing. Houdini is Van Helsing.
To be fair, I can picture the Netflix special now, or the Prime special.
Yes.
Houdini, Seance Hunter. I'd watch the hell
Do
out
you
of
know
that.
what I
Yeah,
reckon
I'd
as
watch
well? Do you know how he made that deal with his wife? And it was like whoever died first will leave a message. I reckon he didn't leave a message out of spite. He realised shit, I'm wrong.
He would have debunked his own research by doing it. It's like, God damn! Also, little fun tidbit for you all. He used to attend seances in disguise to try and debunk him. He went undercover.
He's a proper hunter.
You're Houdini. You're real.
Smoke. Yeah. Uri Geller.
Spoon man.
Spoon. I mean,
Do you know what? I've got to respect the hustle on that.
the Carson show is mind blowing. 22 minutes of sitting there going, I don't think I
But
can
you
do
know
it.
what?
Feeling
The fact
it.
that, yeah, the
Still
fact that
famous.
after that, after that
Still
humiliation, he was still
Still
like,
did it.
I still would pay $30 and go and watch him.
He apparently used his psychic powers to help the CIA. And then this was later debunked when, you know how like all these UFO files are happening? And they released them after so many years. Well, the CIA files were released and they just said his abilities were fraudulent.
I mean, sick burn.
Humans are not the only ones laying claim to psychic abilities. Meet Clever Hands, a horse that can allegedly do arithmetic, tell time, and even understand German.
9.
9? Is that the only arithmetic he can do? In the early 1900s, Hans would tap his hoof to answer questions, amazing audiences across Germany. But here's the catch. Hans wasn't actually clever, just observant. He was picking up on subtle, unintentional cues from his handler or the audience. Thoughts on Hans? I've got 0 thoughts on Hans. I couldn't care about that goddamn horse. Well, I want to know what German he could understand, because they've said about the arithmetic, and I get that, he might be reading body language. I mean, that's impressive, the horse reading body language. Unless that's like an equine thing.
I think they do. I think they can pick up on body language though.
The horse just trots over to you. Still missing mum.
Spreche die Deutsch, ja?
Yeah. Still missing Mater. Fast forward to 2010 and we meet Paul. Paul the Octopus. A cephalopod soothsayer who predicted the outcomes of soccer matches during the FIFA World Cup. Paul would choose between 2 boxes of food, each marked with the team's flag. And whichever one he ate from first was his prediction. Paul correctly predicted the outcomes of all 7 of Germany's matches and the fight. Hang on. What's this German link and animals with psychic abilities?
That's a good point, actually.
Why did so they had a horse that would like apparently, you know, read body language and arithmetic, and then they were like, we need an octopus for the football team. It's kind of like, what the fuck is why?
Squid, their brain is donut shaped.
I thought you were going to say they only do tennis predictions.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
No. Brain is donut shaped, and their esophagus goes through the middle of the brain. So if they eat something too large, they can give themselves a headache.
Same.
Or an aneurysm, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shits and gigs.
I don't get it. He ate a turkey leg and now he's brain dead. The odds of actually guessing this are like 1 in 256. So I don't know what to think about this one. Well, either way, someone, let's just say they were like, oh, we know what his favourite food is. That means there was a human that predicted all these matches.
That's even better.
It is kind of uncanny though, right?
Did you read that he got death threats though?
What?
He did.
He got
he did.
death threats when he predicted wrong
Yeah.
in the 8th game. Oh no, he predicted that Germany was going to lose.
Sorry, when he predicted the losses, he got sent death threats. That's just fucked up.
Sad.
What if they read them to him?
So
He
Johan,
picked which one was real,
Johan
so they knew which one when to protect him.
the actual
So maybe I think we should end on a national treasure from here in the UK. The one, the only.
Derek ACORAH.
What is it, Derek? You alright? Mary loves Dick.
Derek ACORAH rose to fame on the TV show Most Haunted, where he would get possessed, talk to his spirit guide Sam.
Hello.
And be Liverpudlian, I guess.
Not because, basically, I know the name Robert walks round, and I know Mary does, but there's this peace and calm of spiritual activity there with...
Oh,
You alright?
oh, he's getting possessed.
What is it, Derek? You alright? Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. That's it.
I think he just got hooked on that coat hook behind him. He's in trouble.
Don't say all those things about him. Don't.
Who are you?
You alright?
You alright?
Just for a moment, her energy came in, and there's annoyance. A nice lady, but I feel as if she's got this great love for Dick.
Right.
For Dick. Great love.
Look at her come in the face.
With herself, Mary and Betty. Mary and Betty. Okay. They knew. The only 2 ladies that knew this secret place. And she used to help him. And she would send
Food and
Betty.
things or something.
Right.
Yeah, and parcels.
This is very, very interesting. You're giving a lot of information over here, and I'm hearing through my earpiece that our historians are going completely bonkers. So, I mean, has Derek come up with the right information?
Just cuts to them and they go, nope, nope. All right, folks, that's a wrap. I'm going to put on my mystical headband. I hope you enjoyed a deep dive into the enigmatic world of psychic mediums. I'm going to keep that in. Whether you're convinced of their supernatural prowess or think it's all smoke and mirrors, you've got to admit, That was one wild ride. Got your own ghost stories or psychic experiences? Spill them in the comments. Here's a prediction. You're gonna subscribe.